everybody, Rutledge from NerdyRaptor here. I'm with Carl from Indy PopCon. He's the Director of Operations, also known as the Taskmaster General. So you guys have been in the process of putting this together for a couple years, right?
Well, not quite. So we started planning it for a 2015 convention. So we had to bump up our schedule by an entire year in order to compete with other conventions that were going to be coming to Indianapolis. So we've only really been planning it for 10.5 months.
Which is awesome. We came in obviously expecting something smaller because you guys are new, but
we really were initially just planning a second-year convention as our first convention. But the fan outreach, the community outreach, and the geek community in the Midwest really exploded that into something. So we doubled it in its size. And then there was another event a couple of months ago, and then we added another 100,000 square feet after that to accommodate.
Awesome.
So.
What do you guys have planned for the future other than the expansion? Do you want to partner with anybody, bring some big things?
We're already in discussions with Microsoft to expand that relationship.
Nice. Because
they're absolutely thrilled with everything they've been able to do. We're going to continue working with it being a true popular culture convention. Essentially, we are a Comic-Con, but we wanted to brand our own name under PopCon.
Sure.
So that we are recognizable as a single thing instead of a broad group of conventions. But we're going to have a lot of different partnerships, some local, some regional, some even national, that we'll all bring together.
So you guys have a lot of variety here at PopCon. And you've got other cons like Gen Con and some of the other ones that focus a little bit more specific on, say, tabletop or video games, things like that.
Yep.
What was the inspiration for the large amount of variety?
That's actually a very good question. And that's part of the reason why it kind of falls into how the 10.5 months actually became possible. So there's a core group of 8 of us. A few of us are gamers, a few of us are comic book people, there's an anime person, and we all like sci-fi and fantasy. So we have our 9 different genres that we kind of picked out of all those. So we have our cosplay and our sci-fi, fantasy, internet culture. Like we have a podcast alley. I don't know of any other convention that has a podcast alley, an independent gaming alley.
Not that I can think of.
We've catered it all. We even have a cosplay lounge, which no one really has ever done, to where if your costume breaks, you can actually, we have sewing machines and stuff back there.
Oh, that's
so where
awesome.
you can actually go repair everything or touch up, and there's a changing room back there if you want to get out of costume or switch costumes, simple things like that. But it all grew out of, there were 8 heads that we were able to put together that knew enough of about every kind of geek you can be to throw it all into one convention. So Comic-Con San Diego has become a true popular culture convention, but a lot of Comic-Cons are very centered on just the comics. We actually have more comics represented here at PopCon than most Comic-Cons have.
Really?
Yes, but we didn't put the Comic-Con name on it. We want PopCon. It's PopCon. It's an Indianapolis brand. If we grow, we grow if we grow to another city someday, we'll grow to another city. But this is PopCon Prime. This is our spot.
It's awesome. And obviously it's great for Indianapolis having all these cons, and it seems to be a growing thing here. Obviously the convention center is phenomenal.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Convention Center just got rated the #1 convention center in the country.
Really?
And we have more connected hotel rooms than any other city in the country.
So where can your fans, where can our followers find you guys on your website, all that?
It's very easy. It's just www.indypopcon.com, and Indy is with a Y because we're in the city of Indianapolis. Not Indy is independent, but INDYpopcon.com. And you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. We're very active on all 3.
So you guys will be back next year. Do you
Yes.
have dates yet?
We're always going to be the weekend after Memorial Day, as long as we can get a big enough space in the convention center. Perfect. So it's an easy one to remember. Weekend after Memorial Day, and for the locals, the weekend after the race.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We've got more coverage, ton of awesome stuff for you guys.